Hello, 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 beautiful souls. Welcome. It is so good to see you. I hope you guys are doing well, feeling loved, safe, and protected. Thanks for being here. If you're new, welcome. If you're returning, I much appreciate you. Thank you guys so much for the love and the support, the likes, the comments, and the subscribes. You guys are truly helping the message to get out, and I, from the bottom of my heart, am so thankful. Thank you. Let's dive in. Let's see what's going on. Okay, let's see what's in the energy. I won't keep you long, but let's just see what's happening. What do we need to know for our greatest and highest good? Somebody's health may be not so good. Sixth house can talk about work, can talk about routines, but it can also talk about your basic well-being. Okay, so let's see where this is going. Did someone lose a job? Did you make a bad decision in some kind of routine or something that you've been doing on a daily? It's habits, it's health, it's, all those things. So let's find out. My throat wants to close. Eighth house, transformation, or the occult. Did someone do some dirty work? I can't say that. Oh my God. Maybe so. Maybe someone made a decision to do some work that didn't go so well. Okay, let me move some stuff. I feel like this is going to be a doozy. And whatever it was, it's coming to light. We have the sun here. Okay, so something's coming to light. Something will be expressed. It does have to do with life force energy, taking the lead here. Somebody might have been in their pride. This is Leo energy, Pisces. So spiritual, okay, mystical, intuitive, psychic. 12th house is about endings in the past, right? Okay, one more they said. Thank you. Renewal. Okay, so this is Pluto energy. Something is transforming. There's an evolution going on here. So something started and something's ending, or something ended and something's beginning. Pluto does talk about hidden power. It does talk about intensity, and it does talk about like turbulence, destruction. So things that are being destroyed in your life right now for other things to come in. Cancer in reverse. So is this what are they saying? Estranged family member, or somebody you considered family, or it could be a low vibrational Cancer. Okay. Now Cancer is the 4th house. So 4th house is family. 4th house is ancestors. 4th house is your security and your stability. So let's see where they're going with this. We got some new cards from, I think she calls herself Spooky Luna. Hey, I'll have to tag them. I know her as Luna. But anyway, they're fairies. They're mystical meadow oracle. Okay, they're written right here. Like I'm trying to guess it. Mystical meadow oracle. So let's talk about this work situation. This 6th house. Ooh, that flipped, honey. Oh. This is destiny in reverse. So something wasn't destined to happen, or somebody's losing faith. They're out of alignment, and that's completely what I got. Trust the unseen workings of your path. Fate is weaving beauty for you. In reverse, fate is not weaving beauty, but there was something that was done. There's something habitually done. I'm getting heavy occult energy, but let's see. Like, it's those dibble dabblers. I tell you what, yeah, somebody who now wants, oh yeah, honey, there were endings. Okay, some cycle actually ended. Okay, I've been getting so as I was meditating, I've been getting a lot of Judgment. The Judgment cards in multiple decks, right? As I see, I'm like, so things are happening. Somebody is wanting harmony. Somebody wants flow again. But I think whatever this is, this destiny, this fate, these things that have been like unseen, they're coming to light. And now somebody is really wanting to center. They do want a transformation because of what was done. So reconnect with nature. So if you're feeling this, whatever this is, it's time for you to like really center, really go outside, do some grounding work, right? Realign with yourself, flow. Okay. Surrender, just go with it, ride the wave, you know. I'm going to get one more, please. Thank you. Yeah. Doors. Okay. So closure, healing, transition, grace. Embrace closure with grace. It opens the door to renewal, which we have here. You know, so a light has definitely, something's been illuminated here, 100%, okay? On something that has ended, something that needs to end. You know, 8th house, this is Scorpio energy. This is like secrets coming to light. This is work that was done, negative work that was done, habits that were done, you know, work that was done habitually, but in a negative vibration that's coming out here. Cycles. I'm telling you, something was done and this cycle is over. What's this expression? Steps. Okay. Support, spirit guides, faith, and connection. Your guides, your ancestors, your angels are all around you right now. Okay, trust that unseen helpers walk beside you. I'm telling you, there's something done. And it was to stop these doors from opening. It was to stop harmony, to stop flow. Okay, I'll pull on that in just a second. But you're being reminded, whatever comes to light, you are supported and you are protected. Your support, your spirits, your spirit guides, your angel guides, your spirit team is here with you. You have a very good connection with them. Just trust that they're there. Okay, so as things are unfolding, as things are coming to light, no need to freak out. Just center, ground, know that you have all kinds of support around you, whether or not you can see it. Okay, Pisces. Tears. I'm telling you, whatever comes out, Pisces energy, whether you're dealing with a Pisces or whether you are dealing with, your intuition is telling you, you know, there's something that has caused you a lot of emotions. Just allow your emotions to flow. Every tear carries healing. I just heard every tear has been counted. So if you've been going through something, again, 12th house, this is past, you know, this is also endings. Could be something mystical, could be something in, you know, anyway, we won't get into that. We'll see if it comes out. But, you know, listen, it's okay to cry. It's okay to have some tears. It's okay to have emotions. There has been something very heavy because I can feel it in my chest. There's something very heavy that may be illuminated to you very soon. Every tear has been counted. Okay, just keep that in mind. And your angels, your guides, your ancestors are here. Whatever it is, you can get through this. Yeah, renewal. There's a discovery here. Okay, exploration, surrender, self-discovery, trust. Okay, trust your wandering. Sometimes you must lose the map to find yourself. So, you know, this transformation, this renewal might be of self. Like you are now finding who you are, what you're meant to do, the path you're meant to go. I'm really drawn to that map. You know, there's been a lot of highs and lows, which is also this Pluto energy, right? There's been a lot of highs and lows, but Pluto energy also talks about the core truth. So something is coming out. You are discovering this, but you're also discovering who you are. Okay. Soil, growth, challenge, resilience, transformation. This is falling with the Cancer in reverse. Okay. So welcome discomfort. It's the soil where your next growth begins. So let's say you are dealing with an estranged family member. Okay. Maybe you are dealing with, you know, there's been lack of stability, lack of support. You know, all of these challenges bring growth. it's all in how we look at it, right? So again, with that soil energy too, there is a real need to ground. You know, we have a headstone back there. So there are endings that are happening here. It's time for you to really, yeah, look at transformation. You know, trust, transformation is happening. You know, you need to keep in mind how resilient you truly are. You know, all of the things that you've been through, you've learned. You've learned something about yourself and who you are, and you are now going on that path, which congratulations, you know, it's North Node energy, right? Okay, so we got to pull out a couple of these, you know, Intuitive Kev's decks, because we are talking about occult, we are talking about dirty deeds, you know, that have not gone unnoticed. Things may have been done behind your back, but what people forget is God, the universe, source, oneness of all, whatever it is that you believe, sees everything. Your ancestors have seen everything. Your angels have seen everything. So we know every tear, every uncomfortable thing you've gone through, every challenge, it has been seen. Everything has been counted, and that's why that Judgment card is heavy right now. You know what, things were done, they're coming to light. All right, anyway, let's just, here we go. It always, like, I have like a nauseous stomach, like it's very stressful. Somebody, it was an addiction. What they were doing, they were addicted, and this is all coming back around. So what they were doing, whatever work, this 6th house, these habits, these were addictions. They were addicted to stopping your destiny. There was an addiction here. Can you tell me more? Okay. Yeah. It was a group trying to bind, and they didn't want you to be alluring or attractive. Beauty spells, glamour spells, definitely binding of finances, love, spiritual, energetic. So you had a lot of work being done, work being thrown at you. This could be like, you know, this is like that 3 of Pentacles kind of energy to me, right? As a group. Three or more people may have been doing something routinely. So a group was doing something routinely. It's all coming back. Can you tell me about this 8th house? Doors. Somebody went against their intuition, and maybe they were spreading lies and gossip about you, and this is why your maybe doors were not opening, but there was some kind of gossip or slander about you being a certain kind of way from the streets, you know, a little promiscuous, you know, lusty, you know, or, you know, you've gone through some kind of transformation. But I do think against somebody's better judgment, there was something said or done having to do with this sidewalk gang. Bless it. Yeah, and your money and your finances. This is why doors were closing. So, and I am getting too, like, maybe you're going to have a transformation in your finances, right? Abundance and luck is now on your side. What's this, Sun? Yeah. Somebody you may have had a relationship with tried to block your finances, okay? They tried to block your energy. They tried to block your finances. Mice, you know, in the Lenormand deck, I believe, is usually illness, sickness, so maybe mental illness. There was something they were trying to block for you, maybe by saying that you were sick or you had some kind of mental illness, and they were hoping by doing this, they would block something. I'm going to get one more. Libra in reverse. So, low vibrational, indecision, changeable, gullible, easy, influence, flirtatious, and self-indulgent. I think this is what they were telling people about you. You were gullible. You were easy. You were self-indulgent and overly flirty. That's what I'm saying. There's something here. Either that or the person that came towards you, this lover, right? This lover energy might have been this way. Were they paid to come towards you? Maybe that's where this finance is coming from. They wanted to disempower you. Were they paid? I'm telling you, it's a dark group, a dark coven. There's more than one person involved in this. And that you're going to find this out. Okay, we'll find out about this. So let's go over here. See, the thing is, they took your sweetness for, you know, weakness. Your niceness, your sweetness, your compassion, your innocence, right? For, like you were naive. They keep saying the word naive. They thought you were naive. You know, these are people that you considered a friend, ally, confidant. These were people, you know, they thought you were weak. You weren't a leader, that you weren't assertive, that you weren't going to be dominant. They thought you were weak because you were kind. Scorpio in reverse. I'm telling you, there is some dark stuff going on here. This is like jealous, resentful, compulsive, and obsessive. Honey, tell us something we don't know. Honestly, they are not optimistic. Okay, so for some people, you have somebody who wants a renewal, but they're not optimistic about this. Okay, because you're discovering who you are in the path you're meant to go down. They don't have a lot of hope. Because you're no longer in this energy of isolation. You know, you're out now. You're like, I figured out who I am. I figured out the path I'm supposed to go down. I figured out, like, I have the map now. I'm no longer sitting alone. I don't feel abandoned. I know I have my guides, my angels, my ancestors, my spirit team here by my side. I am never alone. And I think that's really what's giving you a lot of this power back, right? Somebody refused a transformation, or you're not giving these people a renewal. Okay. I got a lot to say. Yeah. These are people that wore a mask with you. It could be a Gemini, you know, a low vibing Gemini, nervous, tense, superficial, inconsistent, not getting a union. There was something they wanted to take from you, but they couldn't. Robbery in reverse, theft in reverse. So robbery, burglary, embezzlement, larceny. Something, they wanted to take something, but they couldn't. The scales are getting balanced. They might have taken some kind of intellectual theft, so something online. Spell work was definitely sent. Now they're trying to avoid something. The demons they sent to you are going right back. But they did all of this out of projection. They wanted to interfere, intrude in your life. They wanted to create a lot of shadows. All of this is coming out. They were hoping it stayed hidden. That impersonation or the mask that they were wearing is dropping. They played a lot of mind games with you. You could have worked with some of these people. You chose a healing path. Okay? Low vibing Leo. Whatever was done behind these closed doors is coming to light because your light team is here. And you're sitting in a high vibration. You're not from this world. They're realizing this now. This could be same sex. So like, if you are a female, it could be a group of females going against you, or I don't know, maybe somebody was interested in you. Or you could be dealing with a community. It doesn't have to be like the LGBTQIA community. It could be a community, right? But they told everybody you were fake, you know, that you were afraid, but you're not. And I'm telling you, this entrapment didn't work out for them. Your copycat is now surrounded by this chaos magic they wanted for you. They couldn't do this fraud. I'm telling you, somebody, and they planned it. There's Virgo underneath. There was a plan to take something from you. Okay. All right. They're very bothered right now. Well, everything that was done is coming back. And I don't know, like, this could have taken place a long time ago, because like I'm getting heavy spiritual law, but if things are happening up in the spiritual, right, in the spiritual court, spiritual law, if they've already been held accountable for these tears that you've cried, for the things that have been done, it may take some time to come down. So you have, it could be that this happened a long time ago and you've just been moving along, but you've had all of these blockages, right? Oh shoot. Yeah, I'm telling you, for some of you, it's people that you are family with, or it could be someone you considered family. These people lost their protection. Whatever they did, they lost their protection. When you walked away, what a lot of people don't realize is, if you're here and you're considered like an earth angel, or you're here to help, you're a high vibrational being. Oftentimes when you are around people, the people around you receive blessings, they receive luck, they receive abundance, they receive protection. But when you pull your power back, unprotected, I'm telling you, they were telling people that you were mentally unstable, that you were easy from the streets, honey. You were working that corner. I don't know what you were doing, but they were telling people that you were mentally unstable, unwell. This is happening now, I just saw. And they tried to cause a lot of animosity in your life. They're projecting jealousy, anger, envy. They went against their own intuition. And I don't like what I'm seeing. They're extremely bothered. The unaliving magic that they sent towards you is returning. That's their karma. South Node, this is the past. They didn't learn their karmic lesson, right? Now they're in conflict. They want to come in as this nice guy, and you're not having it. Bye. All that false narrative that they spread coming back. You're seeing it for what it is, but you held your faith, you held your hope in more. And that's what they don't realize. You continue to pray. You probably prayed for these people, but they didn't want to change. That's why they're blocked. They tried to block you from rising. You know, rising star energy. Maybe you were, whatever it is that you're meant to speak. Maybe you're meant to speak on something, whatever it was. They tried to block this from happening. They tried to stop you from being seen and heard. You know, they didn't want people to be enamored by you. You know, they wanted people to abandon you. They lost their divinity. This could have been a soulmate. And this person could be awakening now. And now they're thinking, all that dark work I did, all the illegal activities that happened, cold. They're looking at you as cold. Doesn't matter. You know, Ice Queen, that's Queen of Swords energy, right? You laid down that law. You're like, nope, I got boundaries now. All right, so I'm going to pull up this tarot deck and we'll get to, okay, so let me pull this out. Let's kind of see what's going on energetically. This is energies of affliction. So energetically, I'm telling you, there were some kind of manipulations. Things are coming. They're being returned. I don't think you're returning anything. I think it's your ancestors, your guides, your spirit team, to be honest. They wanted you to be spiritually bypassed. I'm telling you, you had a destiny and they didn't want you to have it. Using spiritual beliefs or practices to avoid confronting painful emotional truth, leading to unhealed wounds. They wanted you to not step into your healing. They wanted you to be spiritually bypassed for what you were destined for by sending all this weirdness to you. I'm telling you, they paid somebody. We're gonna find that out. Probably more than one person. Magical manipulation. Intentional use of magic or spells to control, influence, or manipulate others for personal gain and power. That's what was happening. They knew that you had a destiny, a path, and they were doing dark summonings. They were working with negative energies and vibrations. These negative energies were meant to manipulate or harm your situation. Okay, one more. Thank you. Yeah, it's a coven. Vengeful spirits and binding. They wanted to bind your finances. They wanted to prevent you from moving forward. These were all invisible curses. Things done behind your back. You didn't know. You know, but you probably felt it. All right. Tell us about the stuff that was going on habitually, routinely, habits. Tell us a little bit about this. Something destiny. Oh, shit. Listen, what did I just tell you guys? I've been seeing this card all the time. Every tear has been counted. Judgment. Judgment is here on the dirty deeds. Spiritual imprisonment. Eight of Swords. Spiritual imprisonment or real imprisonment. It's caught up. Everything that was done is out. They've trapped themselves because you took the lead here. You decided, you know what? I have the courage and the desire for more in my life. I'm telling you, you had people in your life that were pulling you down and you decided to go your own direction. You took the lead here. Okay? You realized your happiness is in your own hands, not in other people's. Ooh, they are pissed. Oh, this can be authorities causing a lot of chaos. Okay? For some of you, they wanted to create a lot of tension and conflicts in your life through the authorities, you know? So this could be legal. They could have tried to do things legally to create tension and conflict in your life, to create a lot of stress and a lot of tears. Okay, they wanted you in that energy because if you sat in that energy, whatever they were sending you could stick. All those entities, all those bindings, all that malicious, harmful stuff would have stuck. The other side of that King of Swords, and it is falling with your angels. Your angels are here. Okay, highly protected Archangel Michael, because the divine saw everything that was going on, your tears, your anger, your frustration, your stress at the hands of others. Ugh, I mean, like, I'm just like, ugh. These are people from your past. Six of Cups, okay? These are people from the past. Could be from your childhood, trying to control something. The sun on the sun. Oh, something's coming to light. You chose happiness. You chose a high vibration. This is why you're having this celebration in this rebirth. Can you tell me about this person? Yeah, they made a decision. These people, this person, whoever this is, they made a decision. They planned something. This wasn't just spur of the moment. They dreamed about it. They thought about it. They really thought about it. But you rose. Empress energy. You nurtured yourself. You decided to take those little seeds of inspiration and create growth for yourself. You decided, you know what? I'm going to sit in the energy of abundance, regardless of where I am. Because if you sit in that energy, that high vibration of abundance, it is health, wealth, joy, happiness, all the things. And you put yourself there and you treated yourself like the Empress, regardless of what your actual like financial place was. You loved yourself enough to want more. Okay. They're not going to tell you if that person was paid, but I'm going to tell you they did things routinely. Knight of Pentacles, a group did. They did. These are people you considered friends. These are people you went out with. These are people that you considered your community, your home, right? Your family. You knew. High Priestess, you knew. You listened to your intuition. That's why you pulled yourself out. But there are so many secrets that are coming out for you. That's why they want you to know every tear has been counted. Star energy. What did I tell you? You are meant to be this beautiful star. You are meant to be seen. You are meant to be heard. You are meant to share your light, to bring inspiration and healing to others. You are meant to, whatever it is that you are saying, whatever it is that you are doing, you are bringing hope to the people in the darkness. You are bringing light to people in the darkness. You are bringing purpose to people who are struggling. This is why those low vibrational energies wanted to put an end to that. If you could be knocked down and set into a space of low vibration, you wouldn't be able to be the star, the light to many. It's your light that is actually helping and leading more and more people to their path and their purpose. The devil didn't want that. No, the devil doesn't want your light shining, okay? But you chose more. You sat in that attitude of gratitude, right? You sat in the attitude, this Nine of Pentacles, you knew that you were worthy of that love, of that light, of the abundance that you know you hold in your heart. You broke free. Okay, this is independence. And you decided, I am worth more than whatever that was in the past. You learned your worth. I love that for you. Oh God, this is getting long. This is why you're Six of Pentacles. This is divine generosity. You will have, you probably, if you look back, you have always had the resources. You have always had the ability to get yourself out of, you know, financial situations. If you needed something, it was somehow magically given to you. It may not be on time, but it always happens, right? If a bill was due, maybe it's a couple days late, but it always got paid. You in this Empress energy, you sat in the energy of receiving. So divine charity came in. Your resources were given. You know, there's abundance and charity and generosity all around you because that's what you embody, okay? You had a lot of things in the background. A lot of lies, a lot of betrayal, a lot of, you know, I'm telling you, people tried to steal something from you. And it was probably your light more than anything if it wasn't tangible, right? If you're not actually, for some, there is some tangible things that were taken. But you have 10 of Pentacles here, okay? Wealth, health, family, love, support. This is all coming to you because you took the time to really connect, right? You didn't take action on things that were not meant for you. You learned to love yourself, and now you have this all around you, harmony, balance, right? You learned how to speak from a emotionally balanced place. You have the balance between the mind and the heart. How you're sitting in celebration. Four of Wands, you know, yeah, it's been delayed, but now everything is moving forward. Whatever was bound to you, whatever blockages ending, completed. You completed a cycle, and you better believe you have balance coming in, okay? Because you walked away. You know, now you have all of this because, look, Queen of Pentacles, you know your worth, okay? 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups, right? Queen of Pentacles, you learned who you were. You are sitting there, and you know your value, you know your worth, you know what you bring to the table. And because of that, you have the energy that matches, you know, this complete emotional fulfillment, love, support, family, happiness, harmony. That's the energy you're stepping into. That's that door. That's this. You've discovered not only yourself, but everything that you are worthy of. Look at that light behind you. There's the sun. I'm getting tingles from my head all the way down. You discovered who you were. You discovered your path. You discovered your purpose. And you never stopped shining that beautiful light. Okay? So, I freaking love that for you, by the way. And FYI, if you guys are waiting for somebody, we pulled you as that Queen of Wands, and look who's on the bottom of the deck. A lot of you do have love coming. this Ten of Cups energy, right? A lot of you have love coming. Your divine partner is here because whatever this person was, which they're not telling us tonight, but maybe they will. I do feel that whatever this love situation was in the middle of this was manipulated. It was not, you had somebody in your energy that was manipulated or paid to be there. And I feel it, you know? So there was something with whether this person wanted your energy, whether this person wanted your resources, whether this person just wanted to take you off of your path and your purpose. I don't know. This was not a legit lover, you know. This was somebody who had bad intentions. But now that you know your value, you know your worth, you know who you are, and you're stepping onto your purpose and your path, your divine counterpart is here. Okay? So, that's what I have for you guys. And thank you for being here. Thank you for the energetic love and support that you send. Thank you for the monetary love and support that you send, and for the people that book. I am so incredibly grateful for each and every one of you that have helped on this journey. If you're interested in diving more into your own spiritual life, into your own spiritual path, maybe you want to consider joining my Patreon. Right now, we've talked a lot about intuition. Right now, we're talking about the chakras and aligning ourselves, right? Because we want to be in alignment with this abundance that that is here. You may, if you want a personal reading, if you want energy healing, chakra work, or, spiritual guidance, readings, whatever, right? Email me. So, or you can book it straight from Hipsy. All right. All of the information is going to be in the description. Thank you. Don't forget to hit the like button and leave a comment, and don't forget to subscribe. It truly does help these messages to get out to who they're meant to be for. Okay. I love you guys. Thank you again. I'll see you soon.